All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mike B here. I hope everybody is having a great day out there. Today, what I'm going to talk to you all about is the Aero Garden Harvest Hydroponic Plant Grower, right? So, one of the main reasons that I wanted this was because it allows you to grow fresh herbs and vegetables directly from your home. This past year, my wife and I decided to build a garden from scratch, right? We went to Lowe's, we got all the 2x4s, we went to our local Straders, got a whole bunch of soil, a lot of bumper crop, because we wanted to start growing our own vegetables, and we had an extremely successful garden this year. We had some zucchini plants, some tomatoes, some jalapenos, some banana peppers, and many different things. But going into the new year, right now in Ohio, we don't have the most favorable conditions, weather conditions all year round. So one thing we want to do during the winter is really focus on, being able to grow those herbs and start off a lot of those plants so that way we don't have to go back to those plant stores in order to buy more plants, really. We want to pretty much start that process from our own. So this year, we got this Aero garden, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So this is just really a unboxing of this product because I think it's important to learn how to grow and plant your own foods because it takes away from you spending so much money at the grocery store. You can save a ton of money, and you get a lot, me in my opinion, you get a lot healthier and a lot more organic plants and food that you're going to be eating. So let's hop right into it. Here's the box. As you can see, it looks pretty cool. We're going to open it up, see what's in here and everything. So right when you open up the box, you have like your quick setup guide and everything like that. Some different recipes showing you how to make some pesto. One of the cool things about this though is that it primarily focuses on herbs, but you can start off a lot of your plants in here. So like if you have a tomato that you just ate and you have some seeds, you can start things directly from seedlings and grow it in here. And the nice thing about this is that you don't have to have the soil and all those different things to actually grow it. It's a hydroponic system, so you're able to grow everything directly with water. Now, they do kind of have some proprietary stuff in here, so you do have to purchase their pods in order to do some things. But I'm sure that with a little tweaking here and there, I'm pretty sure you can grow your own things just from the seeds, but you just got to learn how to do it. So that's what my journey over the next few months is going to be after we run out of the pods that they offered us, because they give you like 6 months supply. But furthermore, let's go on and open up this box. So we'll just pull everything out and then we'll show you what's in each component and we'll go from there. This is an in-home garden system, which is really exciting. So I'll just show you this box one more time so that way you can see what everything is there. Cool. So we'll put that over here to the side now. So inside the box, we have the actual hydroponic grow system and some cardboard. And then you have your USB plug, which is right here. It's kind of a little beat up a little bit, but it should still work. Let's pop this stuff in the box. So oh yeah, another thing that we had growing in our garden, we had lots of herbs, lots of fresh herbs. We had some basil. We had a whole basil. We had 2 basil plants. We had a lemon basil plant and just a normal basil plant. And they grew tremendously to the point to where we had to like really just get rid of all of it after a certain point because it produced more food than what we could actually eat ourselves. And the exciting thing about that is I see a huge future into, going into the farmer's market in my local area and perhaps creating some different herbs. And I mean, not creating herbs, but creating some sales of some different types of things that you can have in your garden, because oftentimes, and this is something I learned, you're not going to really use all of the food that's in your garden. It's if you have a lot. So that's the first thing we kind of learned this year with our garden is that you don't really need two or three different tomato plants. You don't really need 2 zucchini plants. You really can just get away with just smaller portions of certain things, and you can have more vegetables, put out throughout your garden, and those vegetables will last you and your family a certain amount. But once you start to get to multiple of, a certain amount of things, then you can really create a lot of food for your neighborhood, for your community and such like that. Because with the amount of pesto that we had, we could have created our own basil pesto farmer's market little stand and just been selling that all by itself. I'm not sure if that's something we're going to decide to do in the future. I would bet that we will, but right now we're on the learning stages. But furthermore, back to this video, unboxing this thing. Inside this smaller box here, we have the grow kit, the herbs that they give you, the seed pod kit. Has some gourmet herbs. It has basil, dill, mint, thyme, parsley, and Thai basil, which is pretty cool. So we'll open these up and show you what these look like. Inside here, we have the USB cable to plug up everything. We'll show you how that works in a second. And then right here is the actual grow pod itself. So let's get this. Throw some tape right here. Yeah. So here is this guy. Just take these little tape parts off of it. And then, I'm an advocate for reading directions. So I'm gonna take a quick second to read these directions on here to see how this stuff goes or how it works. And then I'll be sure to tell you guys how to actually do things my own way. Okay. So it looks like this part right here is the base, and this part right here is the bowl. And then you have on top here your grow deck. All right. So what it's saying here is just make sure that everything is in here securely. Everything is in here pretty secure. And let's see what it is. All right, so then we'll turn this here. Around the back, you have your pump cord that just plugs right into the back of this guy here. And then you have your power that you're gonna put in here. So it's telling us that we need to plug it into power. Add water to the fill here, add plant food directly to bowl as per instructions. So after we get the power cable plugged into this thing, we'll be able to see what it looks like. I don't know if I have any extra cords I can plug into at this point right now. Let's sweep all this off the table. So as you can see, when I just picked it up, I didn't realize it did that. You can actually disassemble all these different parts and kind of do some different stuff with that. So we'll look into all that. Because right now we're just looking at the quick setup guide. We're gonna get some pods in here. We're gonna get the system going, and then we'll talk about how easy it is to get everything started. So add water to the fill here, plant food, fill to here. You're gonna add plant food directly to bowl as per instructions. All right, so we got our power cable in. Make sure that the pump cord is plugged directly into the connector at the back of the base, and plug in the power adapter. So we're gonna get the power adapter plugged in real quick. Oh, as I expected, I don't have any free cables to plug this in over here. So let me see what I'm gonna need to do. I think I have an extension cord somewhere that I have to get. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I was able to find an extension cord. So now that we have an extension cord, we're just doing this for testing purposes right now. We'll get it plugged into an actual place here soon. I'm gonna get this thing plugged in. Boom. Plugged into power. Ooh, okay, that's very bright, as you can see. So, all right, so now that we got our grow pod plugged up, it says that we can add water and we need to remove the cover. So the cover is this, or it's this whole entire thing. Yeah, it's this entire aspect. So we can take this part off, add to the cover. Yep. And as you can see, another thing real quick before we get all into it, there's a couple different lighting systems down here. You can power this light on and off, and it's just touchscreen. It looks like it's a button, but you can just touch it. You hit the add water button and add plant food option. The red add plant food, add water is on there because it's letting us know we need to do that. So I'm gonna go get some water. Probably will need some more, but we're just gonna start off with one little jar full. Yep, so we're gonna need some more. All right, so as we put the water in there, you can start to see inside of here that it's like a system, kind of like a fish tank where it's filtering out the water. It's like water pushing up through the middle. I need to hurry up and get some water in there so all this doesn't overflow. All right, we got another one. I think this one may be enough. We'll find out momentarily. Nope, so we'll need 4 of these. All right, so about 4 mason jars full of water is exactly where you need to fill to. So, all right, we got our water in there. We filled it up. And it says also add plant food in there. Everything. I'm actually pretty excited for this. So inside of the seed kit, they give you a 6-pod grow kit. So for the 6 spaces that they have in there, they already have these all set up. It's nurtured by Miracle Grow, so I'm sure you could probably just go to the Miracle Grow website and get some of these. And it looks like inside of my box, as you can see, something got open and it looks like my plant food actually spilled over a little bit. So hopefully these pods aren't incapable to be used. But we're gonna still just try to move forward with everything because it looks like some things in here may have been moisturized, unfortunately. So anyways, we'll get the plant food in there. Let's see how much plant food. It says add plant food directly to bowl as per instructions. So on the back of this, it tells you how many pods you need to put in, how much plant food you need to put in here per, we're doing the 6 and 7 pod model. We got 6 pods in here. So we're gonna go on and put this base back on top real quick. So this can do its thing. Let's get this on there, nice and tight. There we go. So now that that's in there, oh, that's really cool. It's like the water flows through that base. It's pretty cool. So now that we got that, we have to add in the plant food, and it says for the 6 and 7 pod system, we're gonna need to put in 8 milliliters which is 2 capfuls, and that's gonna be at startup and every 2 weeks. So let's open this thing up. It's quite kind of gross, but this thing looks like it's kind of opened or whatever the case may be. Spilled out a little bit or kind of worn out. But anyways, you know, it's not the cleanest business planting and growing, I guess. But all right, so we got that. We're gonna get 2 capfuls and we're gonna put it right in here through this top pot. Okay, I'm gonna do this with my right hand because I'm not very steady with the left. That's 1 capful. And it seems like they give you plenty of plant food to start off with because it seems like this is going to last quite a while. We'll get that back on there. We'll clean that off when we get done. And then it looks like you just pop the pods in there. This is the Thai basil. You just pop it right in there. You give it a little push right onto the top of it. Place seed pods in opening and then cover them loosely with the grow. We just put the mint in there. And then we put the Genovese basil. We got some dill we're gonna get in there, and we have thyme, and last, certainly not least, whoop, dropping the pods. We got the curly parsley. So, all right, we got all of our pods in there, and then we can put this back on top. We got all of our pods in there, and then it says loosely place these right on the top so it can create some humidity, which will help all of these grow effectively. We got all that. Then we'll turn on the light. Light height, it says the light needs to be about 4 to 6 inches over the plants. And it has like a little thing right here that you can press in and lift the light if need be. You can have it lifted or lowered to your liking. But this is the first time we're going to use it, so we just need to be careful. You can raise and drop it as need be. And then I think that's about 4 inches, so we'll keep it pretty close since they're just starting out. We'll turn on the light. Boom. And different grow rates, plants per pod. All right. It says add fresh water often for best growth. Keep water level topped off. You don't need to wait for the add water alert. A full water bowl is always better than empty. All right. And that's pretty much it. So as you can see, we already got this thing all set up and good to go. And it only took us about, 10, 15 minutes or so to do, but a very simple process. I'm actually really excited to see how all the food and everything turns out. If you want to continue to stay and check us out during this journey, we'll let you know how this thing works over the next couple of months. They are saying that in about a week, these seeds you should start to see seedlings and such. And then in a month, you can actually start eating a lot of the food that comes out of here. So like I said, right now, these are just all of our different seasonings that we're creating. We have some Genovese basil, some Thai basil, some mint, some curly parsley, some dill, and some thyme. So I'm excited to see it. If you are too, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this whole video if you did. I know I usually do a lot of different review videos and different content based on videography, but going into the new year, I'm really excited just to share more of what's going on in life with me and my family and such. So I'll be sure to show you some of the gardening stuff. But if you are interested in starting your own garden or anything like that, feel free to reach out, comment below, and I'll make sure I give you some, if you ask for some tips or some tricks or tips on how to get a garden started in a small amount of space, or if you have a little bit of a space in your backyard or something that you can grow, I'll give you some tips that you can do to create some raised beds and such. But like I said, once again, thank you for checking out the video. This is the Aero Garden Harvest Grower. It's a hydroponic system that you can grow a lot of, fresh herbs and plants and everything like that. So I hope all is well with everyone. I hope you have a great and happy new year, and we'll see you in 2023. Peace.